In this video, we'll be taking a look at 3 NBA games happening on November 17, 2024, and providing you with free team picks and total picks for each one of those games, so 6 picks in total. Welcome back to Cash Out Sports. Let's dive right into it. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe and to click the bell icon to get notified as soon as these videos get released, so that you have more time to plan out your bets as we provide these videos on a daily basis. I can guarantee that you'll have all the important information that you'll need on these 3 NBA games after fully watching this video. One more thing before we start. If you would like to gain access to our best exclusive sports picks to take your journey to the next level, then check out our Patreon in the link down below, where we offer our best single picks, parlay picks, and much more. Now let's get started. Washington Wizards versus New York Knicks. The New York Knicks will host the Washington Wizards for an Eastern Conference clash at Madison Square Garden on Monday night. The Wizards are enduring yet another sluggish start to their season, with a dismal 2-10 record that places them in 14th position in the Eastern Conference standings. Meanwhile, the Knicks are faring better, holding a record just above .500 and sitting comfortably in 4th place. Although these teams have not faced off this season, the Knicks dominated all 3 matchups last year and are riding a 4-game winning streak in this rivalry. With an abundance of talent taking the court, this matchup promises to be an exciting spectacle for NBA fans. The Wizards remain somewhat depleted, with rookie Bilal Coulibaly listed as day-to-day. In contrast, the Knicks appear to be finding their rhythm, especially after securing consecutive wins against the Brooklyn Nets. The disparity in current form between the two teams is glaring. The Wizards enter this game reeling from 8 consecutive losses, whereas the Knicks seem to be heating up at just the right time. Given the circumstances, the Knicks are positioned as strong favorites to both win outright and cover the spread, facing a Washington team that has struggled to emerge from the league's bottom tier. Boasting one of the NBA's top offenses and a potent scoring duo in Jalen Brunson and Karl Anthony Towns, the Knicks pose matchup challenges across the board. Conversely, the Wizards' scoring depth is undermined by their defensive struggles, which remain a critical weakness. Adding to their woes, injuries to key veterans and the challenge of playing on the road in the high-pressure environment of Madison Square Garden make this an uphill battle for Washington. Karl Anthony Towns, who missed the Knicks' recent game against the Nets due to a left knee contusion, is listed as questionable for this matchup against the Wizards. Even if Towns sits out, the Knicks are well equipped to handle Washington. Statistically, the Wizards are among the league's worst, shooting only 44% from the field, which ranks 25th, at a dismal 32.7% from three-point range, placing them in the bottom 5 of the NBA. The Knicks, by contrast, are excelling in perimeter shooting, ranking in the top 5 in three-point percentage. Despite the Knicks being on the second game of a back-to-back and managing injuries, the significant talent disparity justifies their status as heavy favorites. The Wizards, both straight up and against the spread, have been atrocious, covering just once in their last 8 games and going 0-4 against the spread as double-digit underdogs. The odds reflect the vast gulf in quality between the teams, so the New York Knicks to win and cover the spread as favorites is our full game side pick. Both Washington and New York are coming off games on Sunday, making this a second leg back-to-back for each team. The Wizards play at the league's second fastest pace, a factor that has contributed to high-scoring games during their ongoing 7-game losing streak. Despite his team's struggles, Jordan Poole has shown marked improvement in key offensive metrics, including scoring, 3-point shooting, steals, and overall shooting efficiency. Poole's standout performance against the Spurs, where he dropped 42 points, indicates his potential to deliver another big game under the bright lights of Madison Square Garden. Scoring is unlikely to be an issue in this game. Washington's high-tempo style will generate plenty of possessions, while New York's top 5 ranked defense should exploit a Wizards defense that has been unable to stop opponents consistently. The Wizards boast several players capable of reaching double figures, but they will need a significant offensive output to keep pace with the Knicks. New York's experienced offensive duo will look to capitalize on their matchup advantages, and even in the event of a lopsided game, the Knicks are unlikely to ease up. The recent scoring trends for both teams support the expectation of a high-scoring affair, with the over hitting in 2 of the last 3 games for each side. Given these factors, over the projected total is our full game total pick. Houston Rockets versus Milwaukee Bucks. The Houston Rockets, currently holding a 10-4 record and sitting in third place in the Western Conference standings, are gearing up to take on the Milwaukee Bucks, who stand at 4-9 and are ranked 12th in the Eastern Conference. This matchup is set for November 18th at the Fiserv Forum. The Rockets entered this contest riding a wave of momentum, boasting a 5-game winning streak, which includes an impressive 143-107 victory on the road against the Chicago Bulls on Sunday. Meanwhile, the Bucks are coming off a heartbreaking 115-114 road loss on Saturday. This marks the first of 2 regular season encounters between these two teams. In terms of player availability, the Rockets remain slightly undermanned as Steven Adams continues to be sidelined due to injury. On the other side, the Bucks are dealing with notable absences, including K.A. Tris Middleton, which further complicates their already challenging situation. Milwaukee's Big Three have all been listed on the injury report for various reasons, adding to the team's current woes. The Bucks are visibly struggling to find their rhythm and cannot afford to extend their losing streak. In contrast, the Rockets are firing on all cylinders, having already secured 10 wins this season. Their offense has been electric, as evidenced by their explosive performance on Sunday, while their defense has been dominant and consistent throughout the year. Despite playing at home and benefiting from some extra rest, the Bucks inspire little confidence based on their recent performances. They have been one of the league's most underwhelming teams so far. Conversely, the Rockets are a youthful and energetic team that appears to be coming into their own. Over their last 10 games, Houston boasts an 8-2 straight-up record and a 7-3 record against the spread. This contest exemplifies two teams trending in opposite directions. While the Rockets are surging, the Bucks are floundering under the weight of mounting injuries. Although Damian Lillard is listed as probable to return for Milwaukee, his presence alone may not be enough to sway the outcome. Houston's form and underdog status make them an attractive pick to cover the spread against a struggling Bucks squad. Milwaukee has shown little to suggest they should be favored against a capable opponent, making the Houston Rockets to cover the spread as underdogs our full-game side pick. When analyzing the total points, the numbers lean towards the under. This season, the under has hit in 16 of the combined games played by Milwaukee and Houston. Additionally, the under is 41-29 in the Bucks' last 70 games. Houston's defense-first identity and Milwaukee's average offensive output, particularly from beyond the arc, reinforce this trend. The Rockets' strong interior defense, anchored by Alperen Sengun, could stymie the Bucks' attempts at scoring near the rim, forcing Milwaukee into contested and inefficient mid-range shots. Both teams are also deliberate in their pace of play. The Bucks rank 16th in offensive possession length, while the Rockets operate at the NBA's 19th fastest tempo. Defensively, both teams have been formidable this season. The Rockets rank second in the league in opponent field goal percentage, holding teams to 42.9%, while the Bucks are 8th, allowing 45.3%. In recent games, both defenses have shined. Houston has given up just 99.5 points per game in their last 4 outings, while Milwaukee has allowed 107 points per game over their last 3. Given these factors, the under has been a reliable outcome, hitting in 8 of the Rockets' 14 games and 8 of the Bucks' 13 games. The defensive prowess of both squads makes under the projected total our full game total pick. Orlando Magic versus Phoenix Suns. The Orlando Magic, currently holding an 8-6 record and sitting in third place in the Eastern Conference standings, are set to take on the Phoenix Suns, who hold a 9-5 record and are ranked 5th in the Western Conference. This matchup is scheduled for November 18th at the Footprint Center in Phoenix, Arizona. It marks the first of 2 games these teams will play against each other this season, setting the stage for an intriguing cross-conference battle. The Magic will be without 2 of their key players, Paolo Banchero and Wendell Carter Jr., both of whom are sidelined due to injuries. Similarly, the Suns are missing 2 of their stars, Kevin Durant and Bradley Beal, which significantly impacts their overall performance. Orlando has been one of the league's top defensive teams this season, which could pose a significant challenge to the Suns, especially in Durant and Beal's absence. Although Devin Booker remains a threat, the Magic's stifling defense may be able to limit his effectiveness. Offensively, Orlando has averaged 107 points over their last 4 games, while Phoenix has managed 102 points across their previous 3 contests. Fatigue could also play a pivotal role in this matchup for the Suns. Phoenix will be playing their 3rd game in 4 nights and must contend with the added challenge of travel, having just played in Minnesota on Sunday. Without Durant and Beal, their depth will be tested. Meanwhile, the Magic come into this game riding a 5-game winning streak and have shown resilience even in the absence of Banchero. Orlando currently ranks 2nd in the NBA in scoring defense, a testament to their ability to to win games through strong defensive performances. Despite dealing with injuries, the Magic have proven their ability to continue winning games by relying on their defensive tenacity and collective effort. In contrast, the Suns have struggled without their key players, as their lack of depth has left them vulnerable against stronger opponents. With the added advantage of extra rest, Orlando is well positioned to extend their winning streak to 6 games. As such, the Orlando Magic to win and cover the spread as favorites is our full game side pick. From a statistical standpoint, Orlando has stayed under the total in 8 of their 14 games this season. The Magic rank 17th in the league in turnovers per game, averaging 15, and are also 17th in pace with 98.4 possessions per game. On the other hand, Phoenix entered Sunday's action having gone over the total in 8 of their 13 games so far. The Suns rank 9th in turnovers per game at 13.5 but operate at a slower pace, ranking 25th in the NBA with 97.4 possessions per game. Defensively, both teams have shown their ability to limit scoring opportunities in recent games. The Magic have allowed just 89 points per game over their last 5 contests, while the Suns have given up an average of 116 points across their last 4 games. Neither team has excelled on the offensive glass this season, with Orlando ranking 17th in the league with 10.5 offensive rebounds per game, and Phoenix ranking 20th with 9.7 offensive boards per game. The absence of Durant and Beal further diminishes the Suns' scoring potential. Given the Suns' fatigue and injury issues combined with the Magic's tough defense, this game is likely to feature limited scoring. Thus, under the projected total is our full game total pick. That's all for now, so if you have any other games you would like reviewed, then leave a comment down below with the game you would like analyzed. Subscribe to our channel, leave a like on this video, and we'll get to it as soon as we possibly can. We would also love to hear your opinion on the picks presented to you in this video, whether you agree or disagree with them, so leave a comment down below and do let us know.